The last thing you want to hear when you need your auto insurance most is a robot with countless irrelevant menu options. Which is why with USAA Auto Insurance, you'll get great service that is easy and reliable, all at the touch of a button. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
Hey y'all, this is Just a Touch of J, and I'm coming at you, getting ready to put it all out there in pieces, baby. What's cracking with my babies, huh? What y'all out there doing on this Sunday morning? Are y'all out there living your best life? You better be. Man, listen here, I know I sound like I'm a little jacked up, because I am. You know, I had surgery done on my mouth, right? But this is Just a Touch of J. I still got to put it out there in pieces for you, so just bear with me. All right, so first of all, I know y'all are out there being very, very thorough and very, very wise, right? And I tell y'all that, right? I believe in y'all. And the reason why I know that y'all are out there being thorough and just being so wise, man, is first of all, God. You know, God, He made you that way. All right, yes, all right. And number two, you got to be thorough and you got to be wise. If you out here listening to me, baby, because mama is definitely thorough and wise, okay? Unless, of course, what do I say? You a hater. I gotta stop laughing at this right here. But if you a hater, I gotta say hi, haters, because y'all need this work too, right? So listen, mama ain't really gonna go into the whole spiel or go over to my name is allni76 on Instagram, baby, and none of that other stuff. I ain't really doing all that, right? But what I do want to do is just come to y'all and just tell you how grateful I am for life. All right? Now listen, I told y'all I was in the hospital, I was out of the hospital, I rushed to the hospital, but I didn't really touch base on the fear that I was going through when I was up in there, right? So listen, I woke up this morning, right? The sun is shining on me, I'm shining on the sun. Yes, baby, shine on the Miss J. I'm putting it, y'all. I'm ready to put it out there in pieces for you, right? So the sun is shining on me and I'm shining on the sun, and I just started reflecting on how marvelous my life was. I'm looking at my new home, okay? I'm not disclosed on that whole thing there, okay? I'm looking at my bathroom, I'm looking at myself, and I'm thinking to myself like, wow, God has really been good to me. So, like I said, you know, I've been in and out of the hospital, okay? And I don't do the hospital thing, all right? I work there, but, you know, somebody rushing me to the hospital more than one time in the ambulance, a little scary when you're shaking uncontrollably like seizures, okay, where you can't even speak and your daughters are watching you. It makes you have a different type of perspective on life. Okay, it has you really start thinking about how precious your life is. And I'm starting to get a little teary-eyed, y'all, because you just don't know what this last week has been for me. But I'm gracious and I'm thankful. And if somebody is out there and they thinking about, you know, what they might be going through, I'm here today to tell you, trouble don't last always. Okay? Trust me, I'm here and I could be fighting for my life. I could be fighting for my life. And this is Just a Touch of J. I gotta come at you and I gotta put this out there in pieces for you. Now listen, mama's okay. I want you to think, oh my gosh, she's stressed. She got stuff going on. I don't got nothing going on. I am blessed and highly favored. God has been good to me. Put a anointing on my life that surpasses all understanding, okay? Trust me when I tell you, I am highly favored, all right? Relaxed, no pressure, no toxicity in my life, nothing. Like, my life is amazing. I am trying to tell you that. Ever since I rededicated my life to Christ, my life has been amazing. I ain't had no issues. I ain't had nothing, okay? But sometimes we go through little health things, and sometimes we go through other stuff, you know, and sometimes these things can get us, you know, down, you know, and I want to just encourage somebody to let you guys know that, look, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you got going on this day here, be thankful for the life that you have. Call up some of your loved ones. Maybe if you haven't talked to them, call them up, you know, say hi. If you got beef with anybody, squash that, man. This is 2019. We getting ready to go into 2020. Don't take that there. And if you got people in your circle that you know you shouldn't have in your circle, Let that go. Get rid of them. Anybody that's bringing you any type of negativity, okay, just let that go. Because you don't need that in your life. You need to have a nice, peaceful surrounding. You need to really look at the things that you have right now, and be thankful for what you have. I'm thankful for just life itself. Listen, when the doctor walked in and the doctor said to my daughters, one is 21, almost about to be 23. My mom was on the phone. Okay, my son is on the phone. And they walk in, they go, all your blood work is fine. But it's this one test that we did. Okay? It's called a D-dimer test, y'all. Okay? And they did this test, and normal range for this test is 400, right? Mine was like in the thousands, okay? So they're like, look, it could be 3 reasons why it's like this. But we got to do this test, and we got to do that test. And we got to roll out that you don't have blood clots and your heart and all of that stuff and your lungs. And they're telling my daughters this and me this and everybody this. But he's saying it in the medical terms. So I knew what he was talking about, being in healthcare. But I said, explain it to them. And the look on their face was just look of, I don't want to lose my mom. And I had to sit there with my daughters and tell them, it's going to be okay either way. Because this is just a touch of J, baby. And God got it here so I can put it out there in pieces for you. So, I had some fear and some things that came over me. But God let me know. He said, you're going to be all right. You're going to walk up out of here. When you walk up out of here, you got to give this testimony because somebody needs it. So I'm out here and I'm giving this testimony. Like I said, I want y'all to know that I'm okay. Mama ain't stressed. Mama don't got nothing going on. I'm just living my best life. I got to rest. Gotta just be easy, okay? With no drama, nothing like that. Because what my body did when it went in shock those couple times, it responded in this. Hey y'all, this is just a touch of J. I'm sorry about that. When mama giving you that work and giving you that goodness, sometimes we lose connections and stuff like that. And this is just a touch of J, baby. So I know that this is meant for somebody. I got to come back and I got to put it out there in pieces for you, okay? So look, let me go ahead and finish, all right? Sorry about that. So, when your body is going through this state of shock, I think that's where I left off at, that can happen again. And that's what they told me. So they said, you got to relax. You can't do nothing. You just got to let this reaction thing that you got going on come down. All right? So, again, I'm coming to you just in case you're out there and you're going through anything. I want you to appreciate life, man. Appreciate that. Okay? Because you only got one life to live, like the stories. All right? Remember they used to come on Channel 6, I think. Yeah. Eastern Standard Time. They used to have that story called One Life to Live. And really, they just had one life to live, and they was out there living it. So you guys need to go out there and live this life too. All right? So I'm sorry about that little interruption. I was just coming to you because I wanted you to know. Sometimes we get out here and we get a little, you start complaining. You start looking at your situation, and somebody wishes that they had the situation that you was in. Okay? Somebody's right now fighting for their life. In the hospital, somebody right now is homeless. Somebody right now is in jail. Somebody right now can't breathe. Somebody right now is watching their loved one pass. Okay? Somebody right now don't have money to pay their bills. Somebody right now is struggling with depression. Somebody right now is being abused. Somebody right now don't even have food to eat. Somebody right now don't have clothes. Okay? Somebody right now don't even know which way to go, and they're contemplating suicide. Somebody right now is out there maybe not living their best life, man. And like I said, this is just a touch of J. I'm coming to y'all with my mouth hurt, okay? But I just want to put this out there in pieces for you. All right? Like I said again, I'm going to say it again because I know it's a lot of y'all out there, okay? Just on one listening stream, shout out to you, Spotify. Y'all got me over 50K, okay? Y'all got me out there shining on them. And that's what I'm supposed to do. And I just want to encourage y'all to shine on them too. All right? Don't look at your current situation. Trust God. Know that he's a rewarder to those who diligently seek him. I know some of y'all out there are believers and some of y'all aren't. But if you're listening to me, you know that I'm a believer. Okay, you know, I have a call on my life. You know, I'm not going to tell you nothing that's crazy out here. And I want you to appreciate this life that you have. Keep on trusting God no matter what it looks like. Keep on believing. All right? Please, okay? Because he definitely has your back. All right? And like I said, this is just a touch of J. All right? I'm praying for myself. Y'all pray with me. You know that mommy has a speedy recovery. Just a speedy one, all right? I love you guys, all right? Until next time. Like I said, don't let nobody tell you. What do I always tell y'all? Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't thorough and that you ain't wise. Check your circle. Only have people connected to you that mean you well. Appreciate what you have, all right? And shine on it, all right? And spread love because it's the Brooklyn way. And this is just a touch of J. I just had to come to you. I really, really had to come to you and put that out there in pieces for you, baby, all right? So have an amazing Sunday. Get with some loved ones. Cook. That's what mama's going to do, and rest. And just enjoy this peacefulness, enjoy my new house that God blessed me with, and I'm going to chill, all right? Like I said, until next time, who is this? Come on, y'all. What is this? What is this? What is this? This is just a touch of J, baby. And I'm just coming at you, putting it all out there in pieces, baby. Bye-bye.